Hi, welcome to the documentation page of Diametrics. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to blast through the whole web app, assuming that everything works smoothly, and show you how to do it. If you're having specific concerns and areas that you're finding difficult, go to the documentation below, and there's more in-depth videos about all of the different areas and all of the different tabs, which should hopefully be able to answer your questions. Okay, in this video, I'm going to take 3 Dexcom files in a European format, and I'm going to go through with you the whole way through the Diametrics page. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to click select here. I'm going to go to where I store my files. And I'm going to select these 3 Dexcom files here. So they're a Dexcom, they're in millimoles per liter and in a European datetime format. So then I'm going to click next to go to check my data. So this gives you an overview of your data. You can see that these files are usable, which is the only thing that's necessary to keep moving forward with the analysis. The ID comes from the file name here, the start and the end date time, and this gives us almost 14 days of data, and they all have good data sufficiency. The reason that this is orange is because the international consensus on the use of continuous glucose monitors recommends using 14 days worth of data. So this is just to let you know that your data is a bit under that, but it's not a problem. You can carry on. So here you can choose your analysis options, which again, I'll go into much more detail in the video below. But essentially, this allows you to tweak some of the formats. So the daytime and the nighttime, because you will be able to divide by these later on. I'm going to leave those the same. Adjust the percentage time and ranges. So I'm actually going to add a new one, 3.9 to 7.8. Let's keep that in there. You can change the thresholds for your hypoglycemic episodes, and you can change the cutoff point for your data. So let's make this 27. Let's leave this as 22.3 because it's a Dexcom. So this brings us to the metrics of glycemic control. You can see these here. You have average glucose, standard deviation, all of the most common metrics. You can scroll through this table to see them. Here's the additional time and range I added from the previous section, TIR 3.9 to 7.8. And yeah, you can export this data here by clicking export. It will go straight into your downloads. You can remove any columns that you want to remove using this toggle button here or by clicking the I. You can switch between milligrams per deciliter and millimoles per liter. And you can switch from day and night, as we saw earlier. And the times that you selected to be your day and night will be shown here. So if you change those in the previous section, they'll show here. Below it, you have a couple of overview figures. Here is a bar chart, yeah, that's what they're called, that shows the time and range now with the different ranges. And this will change depending on what you select. So let's go for all. You can choose different things here. So the glycemic events, this just divides it into total hypoglycemic episodes and total hypoglycemic episodes. And there's also a bar graph here that allows you to see the different distribution for your participants. You can see there's 3 here and the distribution for these things. Okay, next we have visualizations. This is the ambulatory glucose profile, and you can switch based on different participants here. And below this, there's also a pie chart that shows you the different time and ranges for each participant, which will change depending on the one you select here. All of these are affected by this, and this is the total glucose trace. So these are all interactive, so you can zoom in. So if you're like, I wonder what was happening from 6 in the morning till 12, you can zoom in and have a look for yourself. Finally, you get to the advanced analysis tab. And this basically allows you to explore your data in more detail. So I'm going to choose, again, I go into much more detail of this in the video below, so check that out. What this is looking at, though, is it has the ID of my participants, and it's looking at the menstrual cycle. So here I have the start of the event, and this event starts at 12. I'm interested in the whole day here because I'm looking at the day of the menstrual cycle. So basically I have the start of the event, the end of the event, and this is in a date time format. There's other formats you can do it in. Again, check the video below. These are the 3 labels. So the follicular phase, the menses, phase of the uterine cycle, and day 4, and then all of these below, different days and different phases. I can look at specific hours after the event. This is a bit more relevant for when you're looking at exercise or smaller areas of interest like meals or something like that. Again, check the video below. Then I'm going to press calculate metrics. And so here we go. This basically gives us, for all of the days of the menstrual cycle, it gives us our metrics of glycemic control for those specific periods. So you can see the average glucose as it changes during the days. And yeah, the different IDs here and the different periods we're interested in. So yeah, this you can do the same. You can switch it to milligrams per deciliter. You can toggle the columns that you're not interested in. And let's say we're not interested in those. And then you can export to download your data and explore it further. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, this was a real whistle-stop tour. So please check out all of the individual videos below to get a much more in-depth understanding of all of the different features of Diametrics. Thank you. Bye.